Good afternoon, everyone. It is 3:16 p.m. here in Augusta, Georgia, and I hope that you guys are having a fantastic Thursday, okay? So, this is the Empires edition, and we're going to get right into it, okay? There's a lot going on in the Augusta, Georgia area, and I want to let you guys know about, um, especially when there's a problem, right? Excuse me. So, as for many of you know, there's a Wrightsboro Road store, and it's having a lot of problems. So we're going to dive right in to this. The Augusta commissioners decide against probation for the Smart Grocery following two murders. Okay, and this was a day ago. Augusta commissioners decided Tuesday to not place an Augusta convenience store on probation for 6 months following reports of increased crime at this business. During the 6 month probationary period, the Smart Grocery on Riceboro Road would have been subject to additional oversight and random checks. Following discussions about violent crime, property owner Say Pack agreed to revise the shopping script's hours and hired one Richmond County Sheriff's Special Deputy Security Officer to patrol the area. However, commissioners did not agree to place the establishment on probation, which would have ensured the business did not, in fact, take those measures. I have some very dear friends that live near Grocery, and the incident reports do not lie, Mayor Garnett Johnson said after the meeting. You have more than 1,700 incidents at the location on Olive Road and more than 2,200 on Riceboro Road. I'm a small business owner and I believe strongly that it is my responsibility to make sure that I maintain a safe business, not only for the folks that are patrons of my business, but also for the folks who are passing through. I think the proactive measures will help the owners stay in compliance and the more visible we have law enforcement, the better they will be to operate their business safely. The store was the scene of a fatal shooting in December that claimed the life of 32-year-old Jeremiah Griffin of Augusta, according to previous reporting. Mr. Barry, he was 16, is wanted for murder and possession of a gun during a crime in connection to the shooting. And it's that Saquon J. Barry, he's 16. Just a few months prior, in July, one person was injured in a shooting at the business, according to previous reporting. When deputies arrived, they found a man who was shot at least once, and he was taken to the hospital for injuries that were not life threatening. Now, over the past 3 years, two homicides and five aggravated assaults with a gun have occurred at the Smart Grocery, according to previous reportings. A review of the total number of incidents at the convenience store showed there are about 50 nonviolent crimes requiring assistance from law enforcement each year. Mr. Pack said previously told commissioners he believed the crime is coming from the landing apartments, which are now largely vacant. He says, I don't want to put an apartment complex in with another business owner, but I think the littering problem needs to be addressed regardless of those people that live in that apartment complex or anywhere in the area, Mayor Johnson said. Littering is littering. I don't care where it is that needs to be addressed because he thinks, where you tend to have more people gather hanging out, it's just trouble. He also went on to say they're sending a great message to other business owners that it's on you to make sure that you operate a business safely for those who want to patronize your business. There is a lot of crime at that store. I actually stay down the street and it is ridiculous, okay? There are young boys hanging out on that corner of that place, and there's a apartment complex right behind it. And you have people coming in and out. You have small children. Um, they really need to be something done about this area. So let's go on to the next, guys. I do have another recall for you guys. I'm going to show you this because we all use cinnamon, okay? We all use cinnamon. I actually use it. I'm going to share my screen. Use it for a couple of things around the house, you know. So, ground cinnamon sold at discount stores is tainted with lead, okay? It is tainted with lead. So if you have any of these products in your home, please remove them. And this is coming from the ground cinnamon sold by U.S. discount retailers is contaminated with high levels of lead and should be discarded, federal health officials said Wednesday. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration said cinnamon sold by stores including Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Family Dollars, I'm sorry, not Dollar General, Dollar Tree and Family Dollar contains lead at levels that could be unsafe for people, particularly children, with prolonged exposure to the spice. The agency urged suppliers to recall the products voluntarily. Cinnamon products included in the agency safety alert include the La Festa brand, sold by La Superior and Superior Marcados, Macrum brand sold by Save-A-Lot stores, MK brand sold by SF Supermarket, Swan brand sold by the Patel Brothers, El Solar brand sold by La Joya Morales, and Supreme Tradition sold by Dollar Tree and Family Dollar stores. Removing the ground cinnamon products in this alert from the market will prevent them from contributing elevated amounts of lead to the diets of children, the alert said. Consumers should not buy the products and should throw away any containers they have at home. Dollar Tree and Family Dollar stores have removed the cinnamon from their shelves, a company spokesperson said. Customers can return the products to nearby stores for a refund. Now, the FDA officials launched what they called a target survey of cinnamon products sold in discount stores after an October 23 recall of the lead-tainted cinnamon applesauce pouches that sickened nearly 500 U.S. children. That is a lot. The ground cinnamon products in Wednesday's notice had lead levels of 2.03 to 2, I'm sorry, had lead levels of 2.03 to 3.4 parts per million, far lower than the puree pouches, which contain 2,270 parts per million to 5,100 parts per million of lead. No illness or other health effects have been reported in condition with the new ground cinnamon alert, the FDA said. There is no safe level of lead exposure for humans. Long-term exposure of lead can cause problems, especially in growing children, including learning disabilities, behavioral difficulties, and lower IQ. The FDA monitors for foods for lead levels by the U.S. government and doesn't broadly limit lead in food products. The agency sent out a letter to all cinnamon manufacturers, processors, distributors, and facility operators in the U.S., reminding them that they're required to prevent contamination for chemical hazards in foods, including spices. That was a lot. So you guys be safe out there with what you're consuming, what you're purchasing, especially with the expiration dates. This is all alarming, very concerning, especially for our children, right? Thank you as always for listening, for tuning in, for subscribing, and for your comments. You guys have a bold, beautiful, and blessed Thursday, and I will see you back here tomorrow.